Ventura, so he flew to be here. He's my good friend, he's hilarious. It's Mr. Ron Swallow.
Hi guys. I am the dirty portion of the show. On account of my last name being fucking Swallow. I have no choice but to be dirty. Check it out, not only is my last name Swallow, but I was born in Fort Dix. That's not even a joke, that's just some shitty shit that happened to me. You guys. And my dad was a drill sergeant in the Army. You already figured it out, so he was Drill Sergeant Swallow. Yeah, you had the fact that a 70s porn stash and wore short shorts where a ball would pop out from time to time, while also loving to roller skate. You cannot be more gay porn than my dad. Here's an interesting thing about names, maybe you guys don't know this. Back in the day, if you went through Ellis Island and they couldn't pronounce or spell your name, they actually changed your name, you know that? Yeah. Originally our name wasn't actually Swallow. Something a little more elegant was Cum Guzzlers. So, they changed that, huh? And another interesting thing about names, Native Americans used to name their kids after whatever they first saw in the morning. So if they saw a running deer, kid may name running deer. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that would work out nowadays, because we live in Southern California. That'd just be like 8 million kids named Mexican guy. You know? Shitty traffic. I live in Van Nuys. If you've ever been there, you would know there'd just be 8,000 kids named just Crack Whore. Or Crack Whore with a facial sore. At least it rhymes. Huh? I like all of you. I'm a nerd. And every once in a while I'll meet someone who doesn't like nerds. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Everything you like in your life, we made that shit happen. You like Netflix? You're welcome. Video games? You're welcome. Dudes, titties in your phone? You're welcome. Ladies, dicks in your phone? I'm sorry. Sorry that we did that too. Which, by the way, don't do, guys. Let someone ask you, don't fucking send your dick. However, ladies, I will admit to you that sometimes I get a little confused on, like, if I don't know a girl that well, which has happened from time to time, and they send me titties on the phone. Not like girlfriend, boyfriend, that's just foreplay, that's fine. But I mean, like, somebody you don't know that well, titties on the phone. As a dude, you feel like you're supposed to send something back that matches titties, and nothing matches titties. You can't jump to the dick. Just talked about that. Bad jump. Can't show my abs. This is my ab. Look at this shit. I'm 100. Thank you for pretending. I'm 150 pounds and still sort of fat. How? I look like I'm 2 months pregnant. That's ridiculous. I can't send a picture of my ass. There's hair on each cheek of my ass. Like a lot. Well, thank God it's on both cheeks. Imagine if I had one blank cheek and one hairy cheek. I'd definitely send a picture of that and be like, look at my freaky ass. Don't touch this shit. You know what I mean? You just send thank you. I can't send my face. My face looks like Beckfuck Joe Dirt. Or David Spade, right? I look like David Spade. You guys, the only time it's good to look like Beck or David Spade is if you were Beck or David Spade. So. I did come up with a way to break up the crazy girl, though. I don't know if you dudes have ever given your phone number to a lady, and then the next day she texts you like 95 times, and the last 15 texts are like, who are you fucking? You're like, holy shit. This girl's crazy. It's happened to you too, alright? It's no fun. This is what you do to get rid of her. You send a picture text of your limp dick, and then another text saying, just thinking about you. Do not put your face in that text. Solving problems, that's what I do, guys. I want to talk, is there any rich dudes here? Any rich ladies, rich dudes? Like real rich? Like over a couple $1 million in the bank rich? Because if so, go fuck yourself. You're probably a fucking douchebag. And I know this because I had this day job where I sell sandwiches and salads to businesses, and I like go into a business and I sell them food and stuff. One of the receptionists is like, "Hey, can I get a credit? They fucked up payroll and I'm not going to get it for 2 days." And I'm like, "Sure, no problem." And then she goes, "You know, the worst part is like, I was talking to the lawyer, because she works in a lawyer's office, and she's like, I was talking to the lawyer, and it's like, oh, did they mess up your paycheck too?" And then he goes, "Oh, is it payday?" He has so much money, he doesn't know when he gets paid, you guys. I know where all my money is in every moment of the day. Like right now, I know that I'm gonna have $40 tomorrow, and that's gonna pay my cell phone bill if I'm lucky, and so shit doesn't go wrong. You know what I mean? So that's important money to me. And I was at another rich friend's house. We were discussing some scientific bullshit that most people don't care about. And he has a book to prove his point. He brings the book over, he opens it, and a $100 bill falls out of it. And I go, "Holy shit, man, did you lose $100 and not notice?" Like, that's crazy to me. Because first off, you guys gotta realize, to get $100, that means you have to go to the bank to get like a couple grand. Because if you go get 100, they just give you 5 20s. So to get 100, you gotta have a shitload of money that you're getting out of the bank. Okay, so if I somehow miraculously get a $100 bill and I lose it, I'm gonna know it. I'm gonna open up boxes that have never been opened. I'm gonna check drawers that I haven't opened for weeks just in case it flew out of my pocket, caught a wind drift, and slipped into that small hole. That's how important $100 is to me. And I tell him that, and then he goes, "Oh, no, that's just what I use for bookmarks." And I look up at his bookshelf, and there are 15 bookmarks. And I'm like, "Hey, dude, can I borrow 15 books? Because..." That's why I don't care when rich people complain, or this rich guy complaining about taxes to me. Well, not to me. I heard talking about it with another rich guy. He's like, "Oh, man, I made $38 million last year. Charged me $5 million in taxes." Bullshit. You know, my math's a little bit rusty. I think that leaves you with $33 fucking million. I made $18,000 last year, and $9,000 of that was stolen in poker. So if people hadn't been stupid, I would have made $9,000 last year. I'd like to make what you paid in taxes, you fucker. So don't complain to me. And I heard a kid complaining about his car that his dad bought. His dad buys him a car, he complains. He's like, "My dad said this was a new car." It's not new, it's like a year old, has 20,000 miles on it. Fuck you. Let me tell you about my first car. 1977 Datsun pickup truck. Yeah, 220,000 miles on it. You guys, I could not turn my car off. I could take the key out of the ignition and the car would keep running. I just stole my car out on purpose. One time I turned the defroster on and the brakes went out. They're not connected. And the windows didn't work right, they're just stuck down all the time, so it would just rain on me and I have to put a blanket over me or some shit. You know what I mean? And then one day it broke down and I left it in an alleyway and I came back and there was a homeless guy sleeping outside of it. Because he didn't want to be seen in it. So don't complain to me about bullshit like that. Let's do some more nerdy stuff. I'm a huge fan of Batman, like anyone who doesn't suck ass. I think we go on a limb though and say that Batman should not be allowed to adopt any more kids. What have there been 5 Robins at this point? 3 of them have died or something like that at one time or another. Yeah, well, they all came back at some point because, you know, nothing's ever real. Nothing's ever done. But at the same time, it's like, can you imagine that he goes to the Gotham adoption agency? It's like, "Hey, how's it going? I'd like to adopt another kid." They're like, "Sweet, we see you've adopted 5. How are they doing?" "Well, let's go through a list." And then they're like, "You have a bat plane, right?" He's like, "Yep, here's another one." You know, and he teaches these kids to be badasses, right? Gives them the batarangs, smoke bombs, all the cool shit. Gets toys. Batman gets to wear a black and gray outfit and hide in the shadows. What he's giving to Robin? Neon green cape. Bright red shirt with a yellow bullseye on the chest. For the Joker to hit with a crowbar. Yeah, never too soon. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure you called child services on that shit. Pick his ass up. A lot of people don't like Superman, right? A lot of you guys don't like Superman. Make some noise if you don't like Superman. Yeah, right? What's the reason? It's too powerful, right? That's the reason. Too powerful. How hard is it to be a good guy or a superhero if you're invincible? Yeah, but that guy wakes up every day and decides to be good. What would you do if you had Superman's powers? I don't know about you, but I'd own a lot more shit. I'd probably just fuck all of you right now. Semi-Superman rape joke. Sorry about that, guys. You guys are here. But if you're here for anime, you don't give a fuck. Anime fucked up everything for me. Like, I know I'll never be good in bed because I don't have 18 dicks to fuck a chick with. Thank you, anime, for fucking up my life. That would be pretty crazy, though, I have 18 dicks. Might be tiring, though. Probably pass out when they all got hard, right? I mean, I assume. Should still. Of course, they'll have a mind of their own, so it's okay. I assume, yeah. I do like some anime, but I'm kind of the hack of anime because I like the Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is still awesome. I don't give a fuck what people say. I'll fight all of you. But my favorite part of Dragon Ball Z was what I like to call, power-up time. AKA grow a beard. AKA cook 47 turkeys, slice them up, feed a homeless population for a month, come back, and Goku still hasn't punched anybody. There was one specific episode of Dragon Ball Z that kind of bothered me, though, because they're on the planet Namek, on a different planet, and they're getting the Dragon Balls, and Vegeta, the Ginyu Force shows up, and Vegeta tries to throw the balls away, right? And then Burger catches them, and Captain Ginyu's like, Butter's a great outfielder. Really? Baseball's intergalactic? Of all the fucking sports that could go intergalactic, baseball? Fuck you, man! Quidditch! Quidditch is the only sport that goes intergalactic. It's bullshit. I'm glad that movies that have been coming out lately are a little bit better, but they're still fucking up some shows. I'm a fantasy nerd. I love fantasy books. I read a lot of fantasy books. And if you guys haven't watched the Shannara Chronicles, don't. Don't woo that shit. If you read the books, you know that is not anything to do. It's just, hey, we put some magic people that has nothing to do with a book that was written about the magic people. Enjoy! Because that's what they did. And they did this a lot. They've done this a lot when they make movies into a thing. They make comic books or TV books into a TV show or movie. They fuck it up a lot, and it bothers me. I think we all are trying to forget the first 3 Spider-Men. Those were a nightmare. Even if you like second, no, still shitty. The first, he loses his powers because he's depressed. Really? Really? That's fucking stupid. Stop it. And then in the first movie, a giant hole opens up on his wrists, and the webbing comes out of it. That's the reason, right? And they changed that. Obviously he shoots them and makes his own web cartridges. Here's the reason they gave behind the chains. They're like, well, we think it's completely unrealistic that a 14-year-old boy would come up with a chemical compound that's never existed before. But apparently completely realistic to get bit by a fucking radioactive spider and get goddamn superpowers. Yeah, I think we knew it wasn't realistic when we went to Spider-Man. Man-Spider, probably not realistic. And if we're being realistic, wouldn't the webbing be shooting out of his ass? Pointing that shit out. And then they changed the Green Goblin, right? They give him a different costume. In the comic books, he just wears tights and throws pumpkin bombs, and it's pretty fucking rad. In the movie, they put him what I can only describe as a Power Ranger bad guy outfit. What the fuck, man? And the reason they get behind this is they're like, well, we think it's completely unrealistic that a military tycoon would put on tights and throw pumpkin bombs. Really? You mean the guy talking to himself in a mirror wouldn't put on tights? Let me tell you, yesterday I saw a homeless guy wearing a Justin Tutu, no shirt on. And he's like, hey, you tell Henry I'm coming to Atlanta. I got a bag of rice and a box of salmon, and he's gonna drink my iced tea. No one gave a shit about what he was wearing. He was batshit crazy. And some of my friends who are not nerds have heard me do this bit and then be like, dude, why are you so pissed off about them taking fictional characters and then making a fictional movie out of it? And I'll explain that to you. It's because I had shitty parents, right? And my shitty parents didn't teach me morals. Comic books and fantasy books, those are the things that taught me morals. Like, I don't know any of you guys, but if I thought you were in the right, I would protect you, would stand up for you if you were in any kind of trouble. I would, totally would, just because that's the type of person I am, because of the stuff I read. So to me, when you mess with my comic books, it's like you're messing with my morals. It's like going up to someone who's Christian and being like, hey, how's it going? We're gonna make a movie about Jesus, but we're gonna have to make some changes. We hate his costume. Get rid of that shit. I'm gonna put him in a black and leather outfit with a yellow cross on the shoulder. Gonna rename him Creed. That whole Crown of Thorns thing, totally overdone. We're gonna give him a Nike headband that says, just do it. We think they got the whole point of the Bible wrong. The new point of the Bible is gonna be, don't hang out with hookers and do magic tricks, or we'll nail your ass to a cross. Too dark. They fucked up Lord of the Rings. I think you guys remember that too, huh? In the Lord of the Rings movies, the first three, they put this giant love story that did not happen in the books. In the books, there's literally 2 sentences, well, and an 8-page love song. But other than that, no mention of a love story. You want to know why there's no love story? Because Aragorn's fucking busy, you guys. He's too busy fighting orcs to think about elf pussy. I, on the other hand, have all day to think about elf pussy. And I'm pretty sure that shit would be tight. And shoot arrows. It's way better than ping pong balls at a strip club. Which, by the way, the only way you can get me into a strip club is if there are elven strippers. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get semi-serious. Yeah, semi. Anybody? No. I've been that the entire time I've been in this con. You guys are fucking hot. Seriously, Jesus. Semi-serious, I'm gonna talk about some shit that we should talk about, which is racism. Not that happens to me, obviously. Let's be real. But I'm a white dude who goes to white towns to tell jokes. And so what happens as a white guy when you go to these towns is you become what I like to call the secret agent racist. That's where these guys don't know you're not racist, so they tell you their secrets. And they're all real fucking creepy. One of the examples is, a lot of people like to tell comics jokes after a show. Like they'll come up to you and be like, hey man, can I tell you a joke? Some comics don't like that, I'm cool with that. But this guy came up to me in Idaho, is like, hey man, can I tell you a joke? It's sort of racist. No man, you can't tell me that joke. You also can't be sort of racist. It's like being sort of pregnant, it doesn't fucking exist. Fucking idiot. And one of the things that racist guys will do is they'll twist your words. If they like you, they'll make it a positive thing. They'll make it something they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a joke I do about the phrase lazy Mexican, because I hate that phrase. The joke I do is I go, I don't know any lazy Mexicans. And I go, wait, no, that's not true. If you change the word lazy to mean a guy who's willing to do backbreaking labor for $2 an hour less than most people would bitch about just so his family will have a better life, then yes, I know some lazy Mexicans. Yeah, I know. It's really smart. Not necessarily a punchline, just making a point. And I do that joke in Idaho, guy stands up right after it and goes, I know what you mean, man. I hate Mexicans too. I don't know what conversation you thought we were having, man, but that was not it. And they'll make fun of people's accents when they themselves have an accent. You ever heard that shit? I was in Texas, and I heard this guy like, man, I don't trust them Japanese. They can't even pronounce their ales. You just said the word for medieval beer for the letter L, bro. Stupid, man. We'll talk politics. And look, I don't care what your politics are, just be smart, right? Just have a point. We can disagree, I'll have a conversation with you. But this guy goes, you know who else I don't trust? Obama, because his name rhymes with Osama. Really? Thanks, Dr. Seuss of politics. What other kind of what kind of gems do you have for me? Maybe some economic advice, like don't hang out with a larket during a bear market? What the fuck, dude? You know, you have to get to drive, you have to prove you can drive, right? I think you should have to get a conversational license sometimes. So like that guy starts saying shit that dumb to me, and I go, hold on, let me see your license. That's a class S for shut the fuck up. And one of the weirder race things that happens is in commercials. It's where I'll do this one first. I do get jealous at different ethnicities because they can get away with shaving their head. Right? Like a black guy shaves his head, looks like Michael Jordan. Latino guy shaves his head, looks tough like a boxer. Even an Asian guy can shave his head, look like a Shaolin priest. Not too bad. It's not bad, you know? White guy shaves his head, just looks racist. At the best, Britney Spears. Maybe Mr. Clean. Although if you think about it, Mr. Clean's gotta be racist, right? He's got his arms crossed, bald head, tells you he's gonna get the black marks after shiny white floor. That shit's creepy. I don't know. I think a weird phenomenon though is in commercials. They take one commercial, one product and make two commercials for it. One for black people, one for white people. And it's not subtle. In McDonald's commercial, people win prizes for the Monopoly game, right? The black guy wins an entertainment system with gigantic speakers. The white guy wins a yacht. Thinking what, black guys don't want yachts if they met P. Diddy? What the fuck? This shit is racist. If I was black, I would boycott McDonald's. But since I'm white, I'm trying to win a yacht. I'm kidding you guys. I wrote them a letter. I was like, you guys need to change this. It's racist. They actually changed it. The black guy now wants a yacht with really big speakers. So, it's really good. All right, that's all my time, guys. Thanks.